Everybody. I got a text message from my friend Nancy this morning asking me what you do with green tomatoes. She also has a big, beautiful garden, and it's snowing here today. I don't know how she was able to get her garden to live through all the frosty nights that we've had recently, but she did. So I guess it seems like she had to bring it all in last night for the snow. And now she has green tomatoes that she doesn't know what to do with. So I have this box of tomatoes. There's like 30-something pounds of tomatoes in here. And I know people do unboxing videos all the time of like just random things that they bought. This is a gardener's unboxing, so I'm pretty excited to see what's in here. I put all of my green tomatoes in here with apples about 3 or 4 days ago, and I layered them with paper bags to separate the layers and all that stuff. So I thought you might like to see how I ripen all of my green tomatoes. You can just use a paper bag with a few apples, and the reason that you put apples in there with the tomatoes is that apples give off ethylene gas. It's how like the big farms, how they ripen their green tomatoes while they're on the trucks being sent to the grocery store to keep things fresher. You don't get the most flavor from your tomatoes this way because you get that by letting it ripen on the vine. That's why you'll hear vine ripened tomatoes are the best tomatoes. They still taste good. They're still perfectly wonderful. They got picked early, and it's the way that the store keeps them fresher longer so that they get to you prettier. So that's what we do here. I'm going to show you what's going on in this box. So as I said, there's 30-something pounds of tomatoes in this big old box. So on the top layer, I just have a paper bag that I tore apart from the kids' lunches. They was done with it, so I stole it. Oh, so yeah, they're all pretty still green. When I went through these, I took out all the ones that were starting to turn, and that's what's in this bowl right now. This guy wasn't ready. He should have stayed in the box, but these guys they're ready to go. Like, I need to do something with them today, and I think I'm going to start making some barbecue sauce in a little bit. So, as you see, some of them are starting to turn red. There goes my apple. But I just pop an apple in here. Let's see. I know I have one here. Oh, here. I just pop an apple in there, a couple apples on each layer to try and get the ethylene gas in the box. I probably could have put a few more apples in each layer, but the kids really like to eat them, so I didn't want to take too many of their apples away. And I kind of just wonder if, as you go further down in the layers, where the gas kind of was trapped in the box, I guess maybe just because that was the top layer. But there's more red tomatoes in each group the further you go down. Oh my gosh, tomatoes everywhere. So, you should see here far more turning red than the previous layer. So I'll probably take these out and stick these in a bag, and they'll be ready to use tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow I'll start my barbecue sauce. We'll give these one more day to start ripening up, but that's what I do. Not all of them are going to turn. My tomatoes went in really, really late. It wasn't till like the end of June to mid-July that I was able to get all my tomatoes in because we were still building beds and stuff as we went, and then I hurt my knees while we were doing all that digging, so we started moving really slow by the time it got to tomatoes, but we turned over like a whole quarter of our garden, just digging a foot down and then piling it up into mounds to fill up the garden beds without having to buy a lot of dirt. Being furloughed, there wasn't a lot of money for gardening, so we used what we had. A lot of these were not ready to be picked yet. I knew a lot of these were not going to even consider turning red, but I'll make some salsa verde out of these. Dave loves salsa. He'll like devour, a pint jar if I let him a night. So that's what I'm going to do. Some barbecue sauce with the red ones that came out of my box. And yep, even the blushing ones. I'll let the blushing ones have one more day to turn, and then the rest will be salsa verde. I have a pretty good recipe for that. My other homie Janice sent me one, so I'm gonna look into that and get that started probably today. Maybe I'll switch the days around. So I'm gonna do salsa verde tomorrow, but I'll do that today instead. So it's very cold in my house, and I need to heat it up some way. Yeah, I know I could turn the heat up, but my grandmother would be so disappointed with me if that's what I decided to do. She was a weirdo about heat, especially in the month of October. So that's about it. I'm excited to have the red tomatoes that I have now. It's more than I had before. I do have a lot of green tomatoes left though, so I'm not disappointed. I was just really hoping to find giant, big red boxes of tomatoes. So that's just how gardening goes. When life gives you green tomatoes, you make salsa verde. All right, that's about it. Thank you all, and I hope you're staying warm. Make some good food to eat, and I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.